putting my microphone down will absolutely help. Hello everybody, how are we doing? Are we all excited for tonight's experiment? I'm excited for tonight's experiment. I think it's going to be pretty rad. But we'll give people a chance to arrive, to log on, to do the thing, to turn up in the chat, to show me that I have more viewers than I actually think I have viewers because of the vicissitudes of how the viewer thing is displayed. How are we all doing? I had a really good day. I had a really good weekend actually. Had a pretty good week. Had its moments. I think I was in a bit of a moment on Thursday when I last streamed, but I'm feeling better. It's all good. I've had fun. I made another lemon meringue pie yesterday, and this one has gone howdy memento. This one went a lot better. Still a little bit of weeping, which my understanding is comes from the meringue. I'm going to do what I can to avoid that next time by making an Italian style meringue, which, if you're not aware, and assuming I'm correct in my understanding of the nomenclature, is instead of whipping up the eggs and then adding the dry sugar to that and then whipping it up till it's all glossy, you actually make something of a sugar syrup, whip up the eggs, and then you slowly drizzle in that sugar syrup so it doesn't get quite as huge as some lemon meringue pies get, but it does get very, very tasty. And it gets much, much more glossy, and it ends up tasting almost marshmallowy. I mean, depending on, obviously, because you're making a sugar syrup, one can conceivably put vanilla in it, and that's just occurring to me now. And so, what I'm doing is I can be incredibly vain and find a picture that I can share in the chat. Because I know some of you follow me on Facebook, but I also know that some of you don't. So let's see, going past some awesome things. Oh, and I made amazing pasta last night, which I will tell you all about. Because I can do that. So let's see if this image works in the chat. There's an awful lot going on in there, but if someone in the chat could click that link for me and see if it works, and that sounds like the most suspicious thing ever, but I assure you, I'm just intending to send you to a picture of a lemon meringue pie, a very highly pie lemon meringue pie. I'm endeavouring not to do my usual thing of talking way too loud at the beginning of the stream, but I can see that I'm not necessarily peaking up into the red here, so I'd appreciate also a bit of a sanity check on the sound levels. Let me just see what my overall sound settings are doing. Device properties. Okay, I can make you a little bit louder here, so that's a good start, because then I don't have to be louder here. It's a pretty tall lemon meringue pie, is it not? Cat potatoes. I'm very happy with it. And it tasted very, very tasty. And the lemon filling actually set. It didn't go all gross. Not gross, the other one just went soupy. It wasn't unpleasant, it was actually very tasty, but it was quite soupy. I felt like it was a tall pie. Part of me wasn't sure if I wanted to try and pipe on the meringue, but I'm always paranoid that if I pipe on meringue, I'm going to squish all the air out of it, and then it won't be as meringue as I want it to be. But last night I made, speaking of being vain and sharing pictures, and hoping that the pictures actually, I don't want to say do it justice, because that might be a one step beyond the vanity that I feel comfortable doing, but I made a pasta dish last night, and I like to cook, and I like to think that I cook nice food, but I am happy to say that the dish I made last night, hey Predator, was a restaurant quality dish. Like, all the flavours balanced really well and had a really good depth to them. So there's a picture which has no information in it other than the file name, and what I did is I got 2 salmon steaks and I made them super crispy skinned to the extent where I could just lift the skin off and then put that in the oven at about 150 to dry out a little bit more. And then I got those steaks and I browned them on all sides, and I broke that up and put it to one side, and then I put them with fresh pasta, which I didn't make. I bought from Ziggy's at the Belconnen Markets, which has really good fresh pasta. I got pappardelle because I like fettuccine, and pappardelle's like fettuccine plus. I just made a white wine and cream sauce with a little bit of tomato paste and lemon juice and dill and things, and it was so good. And then I cut up those sort of things that you can see on the top that look like strips. That's the spicy, oh my brain went away. That's the spicy skin and it was so good. Like, it was just really, really good. I ate more of it than I probably should have. Have you had dinner tonight? Cat, potatoes. Have you had enough water to drink today? Checking in and hoping you're okay. So what I'm trying for, and I don't know if I'm going to wait until then, I am such a dad. I am a dad, it's true, I'm a dad. But have you? That's not an answer to my question. You haven't answered my question. You complimented me nicely. Excellent deflection. Have you eaten and have you had enough to drink? You ate. Good. Otherwise, you know I know people. I can get food to you. Just so you know. That was way more threatening than it needed to be, I feel. Part of that was because my mouth went on autopilot while I worked out how much information was good to share publicly, and I decided that that was the volume of information I wanted to share publicly. So what I'm doing, I've got a list of users here. It was delightfully threatening. Yay? Yay? I don't know how many viewers I have on. I might be cheeky and look at my own stream on another device because it's not giving me a list of, like, there's numbers there and stuff. Seven people, including me. So that's my first, that's strictly speaking, that's the first round, but we'll give it a little. It normally takes a few minutes for everyone to come in. We've only been going for about 6. Give me my stream. Cool. Yeah, 6 viewers now. We lost somebody. Great. But again, that number I never trusted. So I don't know what's going on. Because I also haven't talked about my whiskey. I haven't dropped my, still says 7 to you. Awesome, thank you. I haven't dropped any of my weekly delightfulness or my nightly delightfulness. And I've got a few things. There's some repeats. And then there's a couple of new things. One of them is related to the whiskey. So the first thing I'm going to drop, hey, 9 people, that's good to know, Memento, thank you. That is a link to episode 5 of Some Good News with John Krasinski. You've heard me talk about that before. It is just amazing. It's so good. It's a ray of sunshine from someone who I'm relatively sure is aware of the privileged position they're in and is trying to leverage that privileged position to make a few people's lives a bit better. And when I say a few people's lives a bit better, I mean that in the last episode or the episode before that, he talked to AT&T and all the frontline medical workers in America are having free, who are on AT&T, are having free mobile bills for like 3 or 6 months. Because he was like, we want to do stuff, and because he has a profile, people want to get connected with that. So that's pretty awesome. This one, there's some cooking, there's some faces you might recognize who are doing the cooking. There are some SGN sort of viewers who've put in their recipes to him, and he's, I don't want to spoil it, it's pretty rad. I never fail to roll a happy tear when I'm watching an episode of SGN, at least once or twice. It's delightful and I love it. It's one of the things that's keeping me happy, that keeps me looking to it. The latest Nat's What I Reckon is a slow-cooked lamb roast, and it's hilarious and sweary and delightful and wholesome and empowering as ever. I also was listening to one of my podcasts, because I like podcasts, and I'm up to date on this one now because there was a backlog. And again, you've heard me talk about it before. It's Quick Question with Soren and Daniel, Soren Bowie and Daniel O'Brien, formerly of Cracked. Soren Bowie now writes for American Dad. Daniel O'Brien writes for This Week Tonight with John Oliver, and in fact, he was one of the writing team that won the Emmy last year, and it was wonderful to see him up on stage wearing his tuxedo. And they were talking about, I've caught up to the current ones, so they're all in that, they're in COVID and that kind of stuff as well. We'll get to the games soon. Anyone who's just joining us for the games, we will get there shortly. I apologise, it's not all just me rambling. They were talking about how they've had to cancel plans and stuff. And again, they talk from a position of acknowledging their privilege a lot of the time, which I try to do as well, because I know I'm in a very, very privileged position, being who I am and where I am. But they were saying that Dan had a holiday planned, and it was a bummer because it got cancelled. But he's still got a job, his health's good, people he knows, his health's good, all that kind of stuff. But he said that part of the reason he was feeling bad kind of at the beginning was that he was feeling bad for feeling bad. Like he was feeling a bit guilty for being sad that he was missing this trip. And then they kind of poked around at that and unpacked that a little bit, because that's kind of what they do in the podcast. And they came up with a thing that you shouldn't, I mean, one would think it would be obvious, but you shouldn't feel bad if that's the kind of thing. Like if you've had a trip, you know, I've seen the comparison before. It's not a competition. You know, if you have a cold and you feel like rubbish for 4 days, and people have cancer in the world, that doesn't mean you don't feel like rubbish, and that doesn't mean you should feel bad for feeling like rubbish. You can still have empathy and sympathy for those people who were in a worse position, but you should be allowed to acknowledge and process and go through and grieve for your own things. And I thought that was a really cool kind of thing. I'm going to get on to tonight's whiskey, and then I'm going to talk about stuff. Hello, Shiloh May. I don't know that I've seen you before. And hello, Alimo12 and Bowpants. Hello. I don't know if I've seen you guys before. So tonight's whiskey is my own. And what I mean by my own, have I chipped that? Oh, I might have chipped that a little bit. Is I have started a Solera bottle, or Solera carafe, which might not be the best venue for it. Also known as an infinity bottle. And it's what you do, should you wish to do one yourself, have you sufficient whiskey and sufficient care factor, is when you've got those bottles that are only just a little bit, is you pour them together. And then what you're doing is you're essentially making your very own blend that is entirely unique to you. No one else in the world is going to have that blend, is going to have those various things. And different people do different things. So some people have these great, I've seen them, paper labels, and they start at the middle and they do one of those sort of spiral word chains with all of the potions. Potions. It doesn't change colour significantly, but I do like that analogy, Perdita. That's pretty awesome. And they put all the whiskies they put in. George's Marvellous Memberson. Even better, Memento. Good reference. One of the good Roald Dahl books, the sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is not one of the good Roald Dahl books. It is rubbish and racist in many places. And so while I'm link dropping, while we're just waiting for hopefully some more people to come, that there is a link to a whiskey review. Man, so many of his books were. From a guy called Ralphie. Now he is a whiskey reviewer on YouTube. I heartily recommend his whiskey reviews. They're fun because he's delightfully Scottish and he has a Dalek in the background of many of them, just a little one. But this is a bit where he talks about Solera bottles. So what is in my Solera bottle, because I'm sufficient of a nerd that I have a notebook, a little notebook. One of the most recent entry is in sparkly purple gel pen because my fountain pen has run out of ink. So it's got some Talisker, very small amount of Talisker in it, St Andrew's blended whiskey, and an Altmore 12-year-old whiskey. And I've put the volumes in here, and I've also just noted that I poured myself a dram from it tonight. So you can make yourself, Perdita approves of my glittery purple ink, which is delightful. And they are delightful also. Yeah, and it's really cool. And so one of the things that I've done is I'm going to not put anything peaty in this one. I'm going to keep this to be the smoother whiskies as I build it up and have different things. But I just thought I'd have something a little bit different. Now, tonight is an experiment, which if it works, I'm planning on doing on the first Sunday of every month, because this is the first Sunday of May, and that's just a natural thing. And so what I want to do is have 2 rounds of Mad vs City with as many players as we can get. So we've got 9 people in at the moment, or 8 people in at the moment if I've had anybody wander off. Neat number thing, because it's the first. I think it just worked out that way, Perdita, but I'm running with that if it's a success. So what I want to do is work out how many we have, and then ideally I want 2 full things. Now if we don't, the date, oh yeah. And if we don't end up with 2 full, that's okay too. We can just play a bunch of Mad vs City because it's my favourite Jackbox game. For those people who aren't familiar with this game, I imagine most people who are watching this are, but if you're not, it is a Mad Libs style game where you're given a prompt, asked for a particular kind of word, adjective, or verb or noun, that kind of thing. People who don't get in the first time, try again on the second one. Exactly, cat, 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 potatoes. And in fact, the people who get in on the first one shouldn't get in on the second one. To fill out the numbers? Maybe? Don't get in the first time, try out again. Oh yeah, so I'm hoping to have 2 different groups of people. So this group of 8 and then this group of 8. And then what I'll do is I'll write down your MC names. I have a piece of paper. And then the 4 that win, or the 4 highest in each one, will then go through to a final. That's my plan. That's what I'm hoping for. So the people who don't make it in the top 4 in the second one, I think I've grokked what you said much more clearly than my lack of grokking would actually warrant. Yes, you can have a second bite of the cherry, I think. So what I'm going to do now is, have I done all my things? I've got a little whiteboard down there now where I'm writing stuff so I don't forget the things I want to say. So yes, sorry, you get prompted for a word and then you provide that word to the machine, and then the machine gives you a line of a rap and you have to rhyme it. It's 2 couplets each time around. I remember that you need to rhyme the word, so try not to think of the funniest word. A couple of other things, it will tell you who you are battling against. I never remember to check that. So once you've been going for a round, maybe someone has a theme, maybe someone has a certain bot, maybe someone has a certain name that you can tie into. If you would like to play, here's where I do, go to, I'm gonna have to do this. I will not remember that I need to rhyme the word. You don't, okay, don't remember, don't rhyme the word. You don't have to, it's your call. I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game. So there's the code. So everybody who's watching, as soon as that is visible to you, which should be kind of nowish, you can go to jackbox.tv, either in another tab or ideally in another device. Type in that room code, and once everyone's in, I'll start. If you don't get in this round, please do join in the audience, because once people join in the audience, we can get, having lots of people in the audience will affect who wins really well, and has been a lot of fun. A couple of times we've had more people in the audience than we have had playing the game, and that's been awesome because it really does shift the dynamic. What I was going to say, oh yes, I was thinking about this, and one of the things I wanted to talk about again, because I see we have some new people. Kamala, I think I've seen you before. I might just be making that up in my head. Inol's here, Kamali's here. Jump on in, Kamali. Suboptimal gamers, do join in. So please do join in. There's the code. Go to jackbox.tv and put in JJDF. And then once we've got more people, the aim of this is to have as many people as possible joining in. So please do join in. I've been playing these sort of doing these Jackbox streams a couple of times a week for about 6 or 7 weeks now, and having a lot of fun doing them. They never cease to pick me up, make me happy. And we've sort of put together a nifty little group of people here. So the tone is, because this could get mean and could get sweary and could get objectionable very quickly. So the tone we're going for is kind of playful. Mums have been mentioned in the past, and that hasn't always been necessarily a bad thing, but we're trying to keep it like, you can still swear. It's hard to say. I'm trying to encapsulate the vibe, and those people who are in the chat who know here. Luton Bodies, hey Luton Bodies. Incidentally, people who are trying to join but are trying to come up with a good rap name, please let me know in the chat so I don't suddenly jump on when it says everyone's in before everyone's in. Okay, here we go. Mum stuff is in the Jackbox prompt sometimes. And that's the other thing as well. Sometimes the prompt brings the mum into it. That's a very good point, Memento. So we can't really do much about that. And on at least one occasion, the great Rhinoceros, who I notice isn't here tonight, I was going to do a whole bunch of mockery about how they're running scared and don't want to face me, but the fact is they just can't make it tonight, so we'll try to get them another time. Once won a round with just the most wholesome bars. So you can spit fire, you can spit wholesome fire. Yes. So we've got 4 people in. That is not the 16 I was hoping we would have involved, which makes me a bit sad, but not really. No, it does a little bit. So feel free, please, to join in. I encourage everyone to join in. Even if we only just get a couple of rounds in this and it's not quite the tournament I was hoping for, so be it. I have prizes. I have actual prizes. And by prizes, I mean I have a whole bunch of games that I've bought on Humble Bundle that I already have because they're part of other like they're part of multiple bundles where I already own them. So what I'll do is whoever comes out on top can message me via the Twitch Messenger, which I imagine exists. I can't imagine that there's not a Twitch Messenger. And then they can, I'll sort of talk about the kinds of games I have or ask them what kinds of games they like, and then I can provide them with a code or two to jump on Steam and download some games and see. I have another sip. That is good. We've only got 4 players. But we have a lot more than 4 people watching. Do please join in, peoples. Hey, MC Owner, nice. Can you win more pie? All of the current pie is spoken for, but I like baking pie. So if you want to if you do win and say I would like pie, I can manage that as well. But this is a thing I can do. Pie might have to. Hello, saucy boy. A wex that wash. A wex that wash or a wex that wash. You can get pie. Tell you what, if you're local, I don't think I can do a pie outside of Canberra, but I can do pie for Canberra people if they want a pie. If they win, I would be willing to do that. And if you want to know what kind of pie, and you're able to, I don't know if you're able to, scroll up in the chat and then find that link, or I can share that link again later on. Okay, so we're 1 off. So is it a wex that wash or a wex that wash? Where is the space in that, may I ask? Alex. Alex the I've just caught up. Never mind. I've caught up. It takes me a while sometimes, but I'm there. Alex the Trash. Yeah, thank you, Alexander the Trash. Because my username thing hasn't refreshed, I didn't see you had joined us, and in fact it still hasn't refreshed. So for all I know, anyone else lose the stream? I hope not. I'm still here. Anyone? Hang on a second. Player. I'm still doing things. I'm waving at the camera. There's about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-second delay. Okay. This is potentially a problem because you've only got about 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds to vote. So I ask as you're listening, thanks for the wonderful community helping of feedback into Memento. That's greatly appreciated. Oh, your delay isn't that great. Maybe I've got greater latency on my own. But yeah, so it just means that sort of while you're listening to the raps, try to make the decision when that happens, so that as soon as the voting thing comes up, you can jump on it. We have got 7 in, so if we go with 7, then we'll get filled out with a random bot. Should I be doing this on your phone or in another window? I'd go on my phone, Bopants. Having a tab between the two might be problematic. I think that's what I would suggest. 2 screens tonight. 2 screen, yeah, if you've got 2 screens, that'd work too. But if you're running with 1 screen, say on a laptop or on a smart TV, I would suggest having it on the phone. And as long as you're relatively quick with the typing, like you get ages to type, you get about 2 minutes to do them. So as long as you don't brain lock, like I have done many times in the past. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, and now I should write pie on my whiteboard. Prizes / pie. Although pie are prizes, obviously. 2 minutes is actually go with 2 rhymes. Depending on what your brain's doing at the time, cat, potatoes, that is a fair point to be made. Brain lock is the devil. I had it, like, I think I had it last Thursday when we played it, and there was one that I just scrambled at the end because I was like, eh. It's one of the reasons a couple of times that I compete, I don't organise it, or some other people called John and Georgia organise it. But I compete in a pun battle, and there was one time where I wanted to make a pun on I don't even think I wanted to make the pun. I think my pun wanted to involve a flight attendant. But the only word my brain was giving me was stewardess, and I didn't want to say that out loud because that's not the word. And so I lost because my brain was going yeah, and yeah, it just happens sometimes. Anyway, we might go with the 7, I think, and then waiting for all players to join. Yes. Now because I was. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Reload, reload. There we go. Everyone's in. So the quick answer to what to do if... Am I going to let you guys get briefing? Yeah.
Yo, check it out. I love all my MCs, but y'all got to back up. I'm not about to be a statistic down here. All right, the mic's in your hand, Rach. Yo, what's up with all these robots?
All right, Shadow. Okay. Here's how you do it. We'll ask you for a word or a phrase.
Hey, Tales of a New DM, how you doing?
Of your rap. You then write a line that
I don't know if you missed it, but my whiskey tonight is my Solera bottle.
4-line verse.
And there's a link up there for Ralphie talking about how to go about doing one.
Honestly, you all are.
I'll chat about it a bit again between
games.
games.
We need another MC. Where
and
is
we need
the cool kid Joine at? Come on up here and get on the mic.
And we need audience members as well. So remember, if you aren't competing, jump on jackbox.tv, JJDF is the code, and then you can vote. And having lots of audience members is great because it means that it'll directly impact what happens.
Then an entire line that rhymes with the one that we give back to you. You need help? Just use the suggestion button on your device.
Okay.
Hello.
Suddenly 13 people. Awesome. Oh, gosh. God, I clicked submit on my word and it's not loading the sentence. Refresh, cat potatoes. You've got a minute on my clock, which means you've got just under a minute on your clock. People who are here in the stream who haven't joined in to play the game, please do jump in on the audience. That would be awesome. And if we can get and give it a go, there is no jeopardy attached. There are no stakes to this. So when the next round comes around and we're looking for people to join in, please do join in. I'll put the roam code for that one up straight away. I won't be in that one unless I needed to make up the numbers, but we'll see what happens.
Now, if you can't think of anything at all, you can
Alex the Twash.
Right.
See, I feel like an idiot for not spotting that straight away, Alex, and I apologise. Deeply apologise. Properly. Okay. Look, we've got like 16 seconds.
Put a little pepper on it.
So what I'm going to do is take a couple of seconds out to drop that Ralphie link. There you go for Tales from New DM. There's that Ralphie link. That's that Solera bottle breakdown. But for now, rap battle. Love the music.
Here's the draw.
Okay.
Check out
it's me
who's
versus the
facing off
bot.
against who. Check it out. This is the first battle of the night. Let's do this. Remember, hit those voting buttons during the rhyme. We gotta know if it's dope or dog food.
And I just got Dan's joke. Guys, no. He cut you off? No!
The Avengers call me Captain Doc. 2 titles. 2 rhymes. I got this on. I gotta slow down, I'm getting too flabby. I mean, I'm fat. Explaining case your brain is scabby.
Okay, word, cool, that's dope. Now let's keep it moving. Let's go, your turn.
And while they're rhyming, you'll have buttons.
Haven't you heard? I'm the next Liberace. Don't know who he is? YouTube him and watch he. The word of the day, boys and girls, is thwap. My tongue does that when I make a good rap.
All right, thanks. Appreciate
So
you.
if you think they're doing well,
Okay,
you can
now
press
it's
that
over.
fire button
Who's the dopest
on your
rapper?
screen.
Who's the wackest
I
cat?
couldn't because I was there. And the other thing I was going to say is when it comes to voting, you got 15 seconds just so that the tongues are gross. Tongues are gross, and then you think about it and you're aware of your tongue. Blech. There's a Charlie Brown comic about
You
that.
gotta get them votes in.
Don't vote strategically. Vote who you think is the best, because if you're close to someone but you think they did better, it'd be awesome if you could just vote like in someone else's rap. Does that make sense? Why did I do that to you? What do you mean, why did I do that to you,
Where my
Alexander
next two
Trash?
robots at? Let's do
I
this,
asked-
y'all.
I don't understand. You missed your second one. I'm sorry, Bo Pants. Was that a... Sorry.
My rhymes fly like rockets, explode like nerds. Do you like pie? We've got some rad curds. I'm tearing up these streets like a fae. Get some glitter, hey.
Nice.
Okay, all right, that's cool. All right, grab the mic.
I'm dangerous, like a speck of glitter. I'll follow you forever, even into the shitter. Welcome to class, I'm Professor Charming.
Oh.
Glug 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 went Goldie the goldfish.
Oh, no.
That was okay.
Okay.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
guys.
y'all,
I
now
mentioned the
battle is
whole
over.
awareness of the
You
tongue
gotta
thing.
use your devices to vote.
Sorry. So it seems
get
to
those
me that
votes in
it doesn't like
expeditiously.
sitting there. So if just before you're about to do the thing, you refresh your device, hopefully that will make it aware.
Got your winner. Let's move on, y'all.
Like gluten bodies.
Now it's time for the next couple of MCs to get down.
I'm spitting fire that's hotter than fire. My voice is so great I'm gonna join the choir. The rhymes I paint are worth 1,000 logs. Painting so fine, gonna paint some Greek gods.
Nice.
Yo, time's a wasted. Let's keep it moving. You gotta get back to that one.
When I cut myself shaving out flows sofas. Loafers. I'm breaking down walls that block my shoe. You.
Minimalist rhymes
All
from
right,
MC
all right.
Owner.
I see what you're
Okay.
working with. Time to vote, y'all. Who
Nice.
brought it and who didn't? Congratulations, you got our winner.
Kind of dig it. I
Where
like the
my two
minimalist rhymes.
MCs at? Let's go.
Saucy Boy and Tiny Taters.
My rhyming game is by far the funnest. You isn't even the puniest. Getting stuff done like a total CEO. Mom's spaghetti.
All right, thanks.
Oh, I love it.
Now we gotta
Love it.
move on. Now it's your turn. Let's get it in.
I got more bling than a housewife of Yas. I eat my caviar with champagne and mash. My lyrics are dreams come true, make you happy. Something something, I'm the best. You're not good.
Oh no, another person got cut off.
All right, thank you. Now we gotta move on. The battle is now officially over. Use your
Or
devices.
did you brain lock and acknowledge
figure
it in
out
the
who
lyrics there,
is that was
Saucy
the
Boy?
dopest MC. Hit the voting button.
Oh,
Pick
boo.
somebody.
Sorry, Bo Pants. That's the. I'm trying to get the lag down as much as possible, but I don't know how much I can do. Perfectly even.
You know what you're doing. You know how you're doing.
Saucy
and
Boy
it's
got some
done.
cheers.
You
That's
won.
how Saucy Boy got the win.
Round 1 is over.
Nice.
Next round coming. Good job, everybody.
Okay, so the next round's coming, so feel free to refresh your devices.
Now let's check out
just
the
while
numbers.
it's doing
Let's
the
see
score
who's
thing.
winning this right now.
Those that are competing, how are we doing? Alex the Twash. Okay.
Time to get right.
Let's see what we done.
Hello.
Not happy with that.
Got half of your writing done? Cause you should.
No. I just locked my screen because I'm an idiot. Don't want to lock my screen.
You can't use right for me to have us fill in your line.
Ooh, I am not happy with that. I'm not proud of it. I don't think it worked. There's a puppy hospital that I'm going to destroy to try and make myself feel better, but I don't know which circle it is. It's the circle with the most... No, it's not. Okay. Oh, Saucy Boy, I hope you're not having more issues. You got cut off again? Nope, that's from previous discussions. Okay.
Here's the undercard and main event for round 2.
Let's see
Better
what we
get some
do.
of that money. Battle of number 1, battle of number 2. Let's
How
go.
did we go, competitors? Did we get that in? Just brain lag? Well,
Rapping isn't for you, so maybe learn pottery. But who has time unless you win the lottery? If you don't know, you'd better eventually. Milk duds are deliciously chewy.
That was okay. Wasn't the best I heard, but it wasn't the worst.
but did you do it on purpose?
Where the next spot at?
Potatoes?
Grab the
'Cause I
mic
feel
and
like you
get
do it on
busy.
purpose.
If you were on TV, you'd be you and on this stream. Serving out dopeness with a dollop of cream.
Ah, see,
I
we're
didn't
going
recognize you with
wholesomeness.
all that cheese. You can't out-pun anyone, Mr. Computer. Come on, police.
Nice.
All right, peace
Do
and
that.
love. Let's move on. The battle is over. It's time for you to
Challenging
pick up your
yourself,
devices
cat,
and
potatoes.
vote.
I mean, I feel like shameless pandering has to get at least one vote from that. Okay. How are we doing, audience? Are you still able to vote? Are you still seeing things? Are your devices still letting you do things? Feel free to refresh if it's being a jerk.
You know what it is. It's the next matchup.
Okay. MC Owner versus Tiny Taters.
I heard that you're not allowed to smile. By bathroom floors tile. Your brain's a weak processor, it's running very sweetly. You run on your little feetly.
Right, I see the swag. Yo, you gotta get that.
Now run on home and fry in your meatballs. Pray your mama calls. You better quit right now before you farting. Pick up some new pets when you out marting.
Burns?
All right,
MC Owner goes from minimalist to sick burns.
Ding, ding, the bell has rang. Vote to see who was the dopest MC.
Okay. And remember, audience, you can vote. And remember, people watching the stream, if you're not in the audience, you can be in the audience. Nice. Featly was good.
Congratulations,
Featly was a good
That
one.
was pretty decent. Good job. I need my next two couple of MCs to step up.
Okay, we're doing Luton Bodies and Alex the Twash, which every time I see it, I feel
Your
more and
mama
more
called, she said you're bad at viewing. So I'm here to give you a viewing. Ready, kid? Here comes another stanza. Get ready, it'll be a bonanza.
Nice.
Thank y'all.
That's
Let's keep
good.
moving. Grab the mic, yo. It's on you.
You are nothing to me like a little speck of glitter. Tiny and small but a bit of a sticker.
Ha!
Listen up, fool, I got no time to fly. Gotta go sparkle on the sly.
Nice!
That was kind of cool.
See, it's that first round, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's what we're
Check it out.
doing," and then
Now
it
it's time to use
just
your devices to vote on who brought
goes so
it
well.
stronger.
That's tough. I'm trying to. Oh, you won't let me because the buttons disappeared. The buttons disappeared, and I couldn't vote because the buttons disappeared. It's okay.
Everybody voted, and we got our winner. Congratulations, yo. It's time for our next battle, so we need the next two cats to step up and get down.
So it's me and Saucy Boy.
Have you ever heard you look like a Herman? Fake hair, fake nails, got me screaming.
Awesome.
This won't end well for you, just like Dracula. Here's looking at you, robot.
Oh, dears.
That was okay. Now let's keep it moving. Yo, where the next bot at? Get your gears in gear.
Okay.
The strong survive and you're looking weak. Your last season's cast-offs, I'm this season's chic. You're going nowhere, so why you wearing a Groucho mask? Slinking off in disguise, in my success I bask.
Yo, time's a wasting. Let's keep it moving. Right now is the time to vote.
Don't know why I
Start
gave myself
clicking that
Groucho
button.
mask for that second one. I really don't. Foolishness is what it was. Pride. Pride. I can rhyme this. I was so proud. I was going to rhyme all 3 syllables of Groucho mask. I did not do that because what I came up with was rubbish.
Okay, here's your winner. Congrats. All right, you know what time it is.
Okay.
Second round is done.
So once again, people who are competing, refresh your
Now let's
devices
check out the
now.
scoreboard.
Maybe it'll help it out. Okay, so Alex the Twash and like everyone's in it. Like we've seen people get
Same
ridiculous
drill as before.
scores.
You got to dig deep into your brain and pull them lyrics out.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, I can't do that. I was about to pick a job title, but I didn't know how they would pronounce it, so I can't.
Diamond's halfway up.
There we go. Did the thing. What have we got? Where are I? Which one's moving? Which one's moving? Oh, do I have time? No. Ooh, 30-something seconds. I have time. I can complete this circle. Once again, audience members, competitors,
Hitting the
look
right
at your little circle thing
Remember
there.
to use that right for me button.
Just boop some of those pictures, close the circles, and see how much of this town we can destroy. Destruction. Is that actually doing what I think it's doing? Oh, it wasn't. Well, it's closing a circle. It wasn't closing the circle
Hey,
I thought it
slow
was.
motion. We're running out of time.
Okay. Destroying the building. Pew pew. I'm like, yay, it's caught up with the lag. No, it hasn't. That's my OBS. Of course that's caught up, because it's straight
Okay,
taking the feed
here the
from me.
final matchup.
Okay,
Look at all that money just waiting to be yours.
let's see
Are
what's
you
happening
ready?
here.
Then let's hear what you got. Rip them apart.
The puppy hospital. I'm a monster. It's true.
Your game is weak. It couldn't hurt a tick. Is there a one on me? I feel kinda sick. Quick question, are you legit or a turkey slice? Something I enjoy, served with rice.
Check this
All
out.
right,
Sure, man.
peace and love. Let's move on. Yeah, it's your turn now.
You might make a good personal dentist. When I say you're bad looking, know that I meant it. It's my time to inflict the lazy. Don't black out now, things are getting crazy.
Nice.
All right.
Nice work,
We heard
saucy
that.
boy.
Let's keep it moving. All right, now you got to
Okay.
use your devices to find out who gonna make it and who gonna get slayed.
There we go. Joine is the bot. Yep.
Voting time, right now.
Well, maybe I did vote last time. I should understand how this works much better. That was deserved. A, it's against the bot. But B, that was some good runs.
Good job. Congratulations. Hey man, please don't step on me. The next two robots, come on down.
MC Owner and Tiny Taters.
We could be tied if your skills weren't so kind. But you're so good it's messing with my mind. I won't say you're the worst. That's too strong. You're a decent person and with us you belong.
More wholesomeness. Wholesome bars.
All right, thanks.
But the date seems to have
Now
gotten
we
longer.
gotta
I'm
move
sorry,
on.
Predator.
Time for you to answer. You gotta come strong.
Again, I'm not
Take a
looking
deep
at the
breath,
actual
I'm about
feed.
to wreck your skid mark. Epic rhyme wedgies in this park. Suckers everywhere imitating my kind. Cause my rhymes out here blowing your mind.
Nice!
All right, thanks.
Way to
Appreciate you.
go, killing me
Time to pick
kindness.
somebody to vote for.
Oh,
Let's
that
get
was-
those votes in.
Oh, that's a hard one. Because I really like the wholesomeness, but I think as a new player, I think MC Owner is coming in strong, and I'm digging it.
And now we got our
Taters.
winners. Nice
Okay.
job, kiddo. Now my next two battlers are up and they ready to roll.
Ready to go? Okay, so Dante's Inferno.
That the best you got. Thought you were shiny. You can do better. I believe in your hiney. Here's the difference between you and Dan.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nice work, giant robot. Thank you for not crushing anyone.
Come on now, you gotta answer that. Where your
Okay.
strength at in your words?
More wholesomeness. The delight.
I'm done being nice, this ain't no Christmas. If your upping was D and damp, D, you got a thing for you're the cowardly lion, I'm Glinda. You're hiding in a bush, I'm winning Tinder.
Wow.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
It is good to see
All right,
wholesomeness
now
get
it's
some
time for you to
votes.
use your devices and vote.
That's good. Oh, once again, it's tricky. It's a hard one to go with.
Let's get those votes in.
Alright. like the wholesomeness is winning the audience.
Okay, there's your winner.
Rolling around on my chair.
I'm glad you all stuck around for the main event. It looks absolutely fire.
Okay.
If you're gonna throw down, do it fast. All those other raps are in the past. I'm not afraid of you. You remind me of a kitten. One look at you and I'm absolutely smitten.
Just just wholesomeness all over the place. I did not go wholesome, and now I feel guilty.
Did you hear what they just said?
Yes,
Come on now, don't let them get away with that.
Mess with me, you'll get my foot in your spleen. Match fire, with flames that are green. You're strutting around like you're the maid. But I'll be cleaning you up, then I'll get paid.
That was okay. Wasn't the best I heard, but it wasn't the worst either.
Okay.
All right, y'all, it's voting time. Let's make it happen.
I can't vote. I'm not allowed to vote. It's my own one. That'll be crazy talk.
Voting time, right now.
Yes, I get it. Destroyed! Absolutely destroyed with wholesomeness. That is amazing. I love it.
Clap. Now let's keep it moving.
That's so good.
Yo,
Okay.
that was a battle.
I'm gonna write some usernames down when this happens. That was amazing, Alex. Dibs me.
Major hot fire coming from that robot.
That was so
we love
good.
you, please don't kill us.
Congratulations to the winner. But y'all got to get y'all big selves up out of here. Beat it. Shadow Master is out of here, y'all.
Alex. 2. Didn't even make it in the top 4. Potatoes. And Saucy Boy. Oh, epic work. Look at that. That is amazing. That is why I come here. That is why I do here. I'm going to make myself big head mode again. Zoop. There we go. Gotta be awesome. Okay. Have I actually? No, I haven't. Now I'm big head mode. So, new codes. I know I'm disconnected. Okay. So what am I going to do now?
Yo, what are all you robots doing here?
Alex, Loot and Bodies, Tiny Taters and Saucy Boy. Can you guys hold back? And we'll let all the other people who are on, people who've just joined us, we've got people coming in and out, that's all good. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to organize, this is the first time that I've done this, a Madverse City tournament. So I'm going to reveal the room code very shortly. When I reveal the room code, anyone who is not Alex the Trash, Loot and Bodies, Tiny Taters and Saucy Boy, in fact anyone who wasn't in the last round, please jump in to compete. It is easier than it looks. It is lots of fun. Apparently being wholesome is a very successful tactic because all 4 of the people who won last time went wholesome about halfway through and destroyed. Specifically, I'm thinking about Alexander the Trash. Absolutely dominated. So, I'm gonna do the thing. Show you guys the room code. My hotkeys aren't working and I don't know why, and that makes me a bit sad. But that's okay, we'll work it out. Okay, so, I'm pressing control. While that's happening, while hopefully loads of people are jumping in, once again, if you're watching on a device, go to a second device, ideally, or at least a second screen. Go to jackbox.tv, I mean it's written there, but I'll say it anyway, and enter the room code OWVM. The room code is super fertile. Thank you, Mehmet. Do join in, please. If you're just tuning in, if you're just having a look, do please join in. There's loads of spaces. We've got about a 6 or 7 second delay on this one. Part of me's wondering if I gave, hey, Rapper Humble. So Rapper Humble, you're going to be the one who has to kick off the game. So we'll give it a couple of seconds. Excuse me 1 second. Round 2. One of our regulars is on their way home, I believe, and maybe there very, very shortly. Okay. You know what? Just go to jackbox.tv on your device and put in OWVM. Compete 100% remotely! Exclamation point. Okay. So, his way home is actually finishing up his RPG next to me. Yes, on his way home. I get it now. So I got one person in. Other people join in. Please join in. This is a super happy, super supportive group. Provided you're not effing and blinding and being obscene and vile, you will get lots of support for your raps, however they are. Because I know there's some people out there. There's 13 viewers and last game only had 7 players, including me. Which means that there's at least 6 of you that didn't play last time that are most welcome to play now. I hasten to add that I'm doing this to try and get enough people to do a second round, and obviously if you absolutely would hate to do this and all you want to do is watching, then that's fine too. You do you. Others of us can go through. While this is happening, and assuming that Tales from a New DM is still with us, because refreshing my users in chat doesn't appear to be working and actually refreshing what I want it to refresh. Oh, there it is. So my Solera bottle looks like you now have lurkers. I'm big enough to have lurkers. Except I saw that you just followed me, apologist humble7979. So yeah. Thank you for that. That's greatly appreciated. And look, I don't mind lurkers. I have lurkers. Tales from a New DM. Can one assume you know what a Solera/Infinity bottle is? I'm going to give it about 6 or 7 seconds for the response to pop up in the chat. So I'm not teaching you how to suck eggs, even though there may or may not be other people in the chat who did miss the initial intro, who don't know what a Solera or Infinity bottle is. But my Solera bottle, that little selection of whiskey there, here's my notebook. See my glittery pink, glittery purple ink because my fountain pen ran out. Talisker, St Andrews Blended, and an Altmore 12-year-old. And I heartily recommend the Altmore 12-year-old, which I'd never really heard of before. It's one of those ones that often gets put into other people's blended stuff. But I was flying to New Zealand a couple of years ago for the wedding of a couple of totally awesome humans who had to get married there because they couldn't get married here. Grumble. And we were flying out of Sydney, and it was about 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning, I think. And we were looking at the duty free because the tradition amongst our group is that a bottle of whiskey is brought and then consumed at the wedding provided by guests. Bring in whoever's interested, yada yada yada. And we were looking at stuff, my friend and I, and then the shop attendant came up and was like, is there anything you would like to try? And we kind of like looked at our watches and considered the fact that we were about to be on a plane and not do anything. We went, sure. We had a bit of a look around to see if we could see our respective partners. And we're like, sure, why not? Let's try a few things. And it was really, really nice. Tick, tick, boom. Welcome, tick, tick, boom. What we didn't know is that as we were looking around, our respective partners were in another part of the duty-free shop with another shop attendant, and that shop attendant was saying, I've noticed you looking at these gins. Would you like to try any of these gins? And they essentially, I think at roughly the same time, did roughly the same thing and went, yes, we would like to try some gins at 8:30, 9 o'clock on a morning. It was a delight, a damn delight. So we've got a couple of people there. We've got 13 viewers still happening. I think I'm going to now open it up to the people who didn't make it through on the last one. So Alex, Luton Bodies, Tiny Potatoes, and Saucy Boy, if you can still hold back. I'm going to join in because I want to play again. And I feel like we have given those who would like to play an option. I've got my favorite tune again. This is my favorite tune, just by the way. I'm very happy about that. So feel free to go in to join in. And then once we've filled it as much as I think we're going to fill it, Rapper Humble. I don't know which of my many users you are, but I'll ask you to press everybody's in to start. But we'll wait until that actually happens. So other people feel free to join in, please. OWVM. Hey, Dan Noodle. You just had an idea for an art. I am glad to have been art idea adjacent, Predator. I've just had an idea for killing all blinding insects because I've been zapped by something. That's really annoying. But not really, because a lot of them serve an important function. Anyone else? Just one more person, then we've got 6. That's an even number. No, we don't. That's 5. We've got 4. We've got an even number now. Anyone else in there want to jump on? I think my dreams of 2 full rooms will not come to fruition this evening, and that's fine. So anybody who wants to join in, I'm still going to be giving a game of some description or games of some description or a pie to the winner of potentially the 3rd round. Normally I finish at 10, so we'll see how we go. We might have a 3rd round, otherwise it might be the winner of this one. We shall see. But we have 4 pie. Yes, cat potatoes pie. Would you be wishing the same pie, the lemon meringue pie? Is that what you were thinking? And once again, I'll go back to my Facebook and show those people who might have missed the picture of lemon meringue pie. Once again, I'm a little bit vain. Okay. And so I have a picture of pie here. Where's the picture of pie? There is my pie picture. Let's just copy that image address. Post it in here. Well, lemon meringue is my favourite as pie. Oh, memento leaf. Thank you so much. Some mosquitoes do serve it. Some mosquitoes are actually pollinators, and I think they're working on. Thank you, Alexander the Trash. They're working on genetically altering them so they can't carry malaria anymore. A friend of mine is at least heavily involved. I don't think she's running, but she's at least heavily involved with the WHO's efforts to wipe out malaria. Because she is a ridiculously intelligent doctor, and she's an amazing human. Okay. Alright people, pile in. We'll give it another couple of minutes for everyone to pile in. Just join in, even if you were like, even if Alex the Trash wants to join in and just destroy for 3 games in a row, or 2 games in a row. We might end up only doing the 2, because I think 10 o'clock is probably when I need to go to bed tonight, so that I can function tomorrow. But that's okay, because it was an experiment, and I think it kind of worked, and I'm glad that we had some new people. Like, I'm recognizing some new people in the user list. Please do follow me so that when I try to do this again in a month's time, or possibly even sooner, give it a month's time, I'll try and lead it up. Maybe I didn't have enough lead up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're gonna have a go at filling out. Anybody can join in. Anyone can join. Rhinoceros is here. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. You better be quick. Cat potatoes. There's only 1 spot left. There's a very loud car outside. I don't know if you can hear it through my thing, but it's a very loud car. Now, I think Rhinoceros has been at least in the periphery of this event. Tiny Taters is in the audience, so audience are free to go. You have a spinning circle. You have a spinning circle. It's probably just loading.
3, 2,
refresh. Thanks for pressing that button there, by the way. Person who's rap name I've just forgotten.
It's your boy Shadow Master MC, and tonight we got a lot of interesting MCs in here.
Okay.
DJ Rach, tell them how the game plan is about to go down. Hey,
We
yo,
all know how this
don't
works.
get
This
up
is
on
just a
that.
briefing.
Where are
Rhinoceros,
you?
I will inform you,
Never
and you're
mind.
probably aware, because again, you've been at
Here's
least
how
in the
you do
same
it. We'll ask you for a word or a
room.
phrase. We'll use it to complete line 1 of your rap.
Thank you. The wholesomeness worked last time a lot, so I think I might try for some wholesomeness this time around as well. Because again, I'm nothing if not happy to pander
All
to
right,
the
all my
tone of
hip-hop
the
heads. We need you to write a word or a phrase.
audience.
Then an entire line that rhymes with the one that we give back to you. You gotta do that twice. Now, if you need help, just use that suggestion button.
Okay, adjective. We have that. Spell it wrong. Okay. Don't know how successful I was with the wholesome.
You got about a minute left.
See what
Think and
happens.
type.
Got about a minute, or in your guys' case, probably about 53 seconds by the time the prompt that you've got a minute comes. Rhinoceros is in. Okay, I'm working on this one circle here. If you're just in the
still
audience,
can't
feel
think
free to
of
look,
anything?
work on the circles
You can
too.
choose right for me, but you might not like what we give you.
Okay.
Come on, get your thumb out. Let's get it in.
Destroyed a very expensive building. Yes, I did. Bad whiz. You're in, Rhinoceros. You're in.
Here are the first matchups. Drawn
Okay,
at random.
Denda Noodle
I need all
versus
my hip-hop
Rapper
heads to
Humble.
be front and center, y'all.
And again, thank you for pressing that go button, Rapper
battlers
Humble.
ready to go. So let's do this. Players, be sure
Hey,
to
Quack.
get props or tell them if they whack by using your
Yes.
devices.
Hang on. Turn that back on.
Here I come, straight from the someplace. There's land, air and water, surrounded by space. I'm feeling it. The beat is launching. I can feel it in my chest and my paunch. Bing.
That is an excellent rhyme.
That was dopeness. Hope you ain't used all your lyrics.
I liked it.
Now what you gonna say after that?
So remember the fire and the blue buttons.
Google me, you'll see a picture of the knife. To show you, I can do rap career like her life. My lyrics are knowledge, better than pen. So you better get her hands, as you lose a stem.
All right.
like it.
I see what
I
you're
like
working
it.
with. Check it. Tell me who was the whack cat, and then tell me who was the hotline.
There've been lots of close ones tonight, and I'm very happy about that. And you've got to actually think about it. Once again, if you're in the audience, do join in the audience. Get yourself another device, get yourself another tab, go to jackbox.tv and put in that room code OWVM, and then you can vote.
Next match.
You can give
next
fire
battle.
and boo buttons, I believe. Okay, oh, it's the Twash, it's the rematch this time.
My mom always says I'm her number one dear. Don't worry, I'm nothing to fear. I'm giant but gentle, I wouldn't hurt a lion. I want the best for you, I ain't even lying.
Get it in.
Nice.
Pure dopeness. First time around, pure dopeness.
Your turn. Come on down.
Here we go.
Don't rush the stage, I'm coming in grand. Making music like a piano. Wanna be in my band? If my rhymes were food, they'd be zucchini fritter. Yours would be mint yogurt. No better fitter.
Did that work? I think that worked.
All right, thank you. Now we gotta move on. The battle is now officially over.
Okay.
Use your devices and figure out who it is that was the dopest MC. Let's get those votes in. Voted. This is what happened. Congratulations. Now it's time for the next matchup. Where my two battlers at?
Rhinoceros versus Tiny Taters.
I deliver it hot, as tater tots. Hot like you and all these saucy thoughts. I ain't debating, it's a fact that I laugh. You're so awesome like a handsome giraffe.
Okay, word, cool, that's dope.
I'm enjoying the Wholesome rap battle.
All right, it's your turn.
I'm set to rule, so hand me the jacket. It's cold outside, better not make a racket. It's my coronation, call me the queen of techno. The beat is dropping, you should be on the know.
Nice, Rhinoceros.
Right, I see your swag. The battle is over. It's time for you to pick up your devices and
We
vote.
did give you the warning that the tone for the evening was politeness and wholesomeness, Quacksilverbones. We did. I remember saying it many times with my mouth words.
Did you forget to vote?
I didn't even think I'd said it like I do often. In the rhyme cave, Rhinoceros is there. I'm going to be so wholesome next time.
Congratulations. Hey, watch your feet, dude. That's the biggest toe I ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Where my MC's at, come on and get down. Let's get it started.
Here we go. Oh, tick tick boom. New player. I think.
Got fire in my heart, ice in my liver. You want some whiskey before you deliver? You think I'm big here, you should see me in ACT. Gonna get you some gigs, then take you to tea.
That was okay. Now let's keep it moving.
Going to be so
All right, you're on.
complimented. You feel so good about yourself.
All of my fans beg me to giggle. My laugh is a contagious tickle. My wallet's full like an overstuffed flu. Plenty generous. You want proof?
Wow. Wow. That was good,
All
tick tick
right.
boom.
I see what you're working with. Right now it's the time
Super
to vote.
good.
So start clicking that button.
Okay. Wow, it was a tricky one. Solid cute. Look at what we got here. We got Lemon Juice's 12. I don't know if I've seen you before, so welcome, Lemon Juice's 12.
All right, you see it. The numbers don't lie.
He's got the clamps.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna clamp you.
Good job, y'all. Good job.
Okay. Round 2.
Let's go ahead and check the
Who's
score.
winning this one? I don't know. Den Noodle. Oh, and Oyster Twash. Both perfect scores. Clampity clamp clamp.
Time to tell us why you think you all that. Follow those
Okay.
instructions.
So
on
again,
your device.
refresh now. Oh. Sure, Quacksawbones, it's like golf. The reason why you won last time, and other times before that, was because you had the lowest score. This is Nitro. Wait, I am closing that. Oh, I'm stuck in a loop. Closing that circle. Here we go. Okay. Now is the time when I admit that I've had an awful lot of fun tonight.
This is some stiff competition.
Part of my brain
Who knew rappers made
was
of
worried
metal
there would be
could
too
be
many
so
people
soft?
and I wouldn't be able to manage
I'm
it.
seeing iron, tungsten, and
And
osmium.
needing to be more
What school
clearly.
taught you so much about metals?
But I'm very,
Elementary.
very happy with this whole wholesomeness battle that started going on here. I don't know if I'm going to make it into like an active rule, but I love that it's a theme. It's made me very happy. Can I render live at the same time as I can't hear me?
Remember to use that right for me button if you're coming up blank.
Very good. Very good. Gotta keep going, so keep obscuring my sticker.
Type faster.
I don't
Time's
obscure my
almost up.
sticker. I want it to be there. Put it there on purpose. This sticker. It's one of my favorite stickers. I apologize, random ass. It's fine, Predator. It's fine. Oh no! Tick tick boom!
Okay, here's the undercard and main event for round 2.
Click the
You
button to
better
the
get
sample
that
word so I
loot.
can get a better idea
Okay,
what they're
let's
going
get
for.
our
Accidentally
first
click
battle
turn
on.
instead of back facing. Oh no!
Just one question. What's up with your head? As you better end up dead in your funeral bed. Don't wake me up unless you want to get med. As you have no ped, so better go off that lead.
Cool.
You gotta do better than that. Come on now.
Tell you
pick
what,
up the
Rapper
pieces.
Humble, I'm very impressed
Next
with
robot,
the
grab the mic.
SMS speak abbreviations that
You
get
don't
you
look
better
good
work,
like you saw
full
Trump.
words.
Take a seat on the stump. Here, let me paint you a garden gnome. Then you won't be alone.
That was...
All right,
was that
thanks.
a bird?
Appreciate
Was that
you.
a bit of a bird?
Time to vote, y'all.
Bodies left the
Who
whole
brought it?
spot.
And who did?
That was a bird for the bodies. Oh gosh, I don't know.
You gotta get them votes in.
I did vote. Stop bothering me. No choice. Let me just... It's good. Remember, audience members, that you can vote.
All right,
People who
y'all,
are
here's
watching,
your winner.
assuming we're not just on in the background,
Next two
please
robot
do
battlers. Let's get it in.
jump in. Rhinoceros versus Pundits.
This is no Valentine, this is a steel wool. Scrape away the bad bits, leave you looking real cool. I'm the top dog, you're just a bowl. Ridiculous, cute and good for the soul.
Here we go.
That was
You don't
okay.
need to be ashamed.
Wasn't the
It was a
best
good
I
one.
heard,
It were
but
good
it
ones.
wasn't
You
the
weren't
worst
me.
either.
It was just unsurprising.
Now it's you.
You can't rhyme your way out of a paper Tupperware. I'll bring dinner, get it all up in there. I always sparkle. You're dusty as a picture of Dory. You look delightful. Your fine looks should stay.
Thank y'all.
Just
Let's keep moving.
bless. Oh,
All right, now
this
it's
warms
time
my
for you
heart.
to use your
Warms
devices
my
and
heart.
vote.
Okay.
Time to vote.
I would find that a very hard choice. Also, Predator. Were I not one of the rapping type people, I'd be. I don't know. Oof. Close.
Okay, good job.
Only
Good
just
job.
one.
We got
That
your
was
winner.
good.
Hey man, come on, watch where you're stepping. All right, where my next two MCs at?
Okay, last ones. Alex the Twash and Tater Tots. No,
You've gone downhill, you used to be alright. Nowadays you're even better. You're a fine sight. I'm calling your bluff cause you've got panic. Let me help you calm down. Let's be less manic.
Nice. Supportive too, not just
All
awesome,
right,
but
all right.
supportive.
We heard that. Let's keep it moving.
Complimentary and supportive.
Now you know it's your turn, right?
I'll give you the business and business is spooky. But I'll help you see it's really just kooky. I'm gonna roast you like a pork. Would you like some? I'll give you a fork.
Look
All
at
right,
it.
thanks. Now we gotta move on. Time
That's
to pick
so
somebody
good.
to vote
Grinning.
for.
I must admit, I was
Let's get those
expecting,
votes in.
Alex the Trash, I was expecting you to run with the Addams Family riff, but the prompt you got doesn't seem to be supporting that. I am also happy to be here today. Cat, potatoes.
Hit the voting button. Pick somebody.
This is really good. This is happy making.
And our winner is you. Congratulations.
Okay.
All right, next two robots. Let's go.
Tick tick boom. Did it glitch out, or were you
I
trying to
don't
type and
mince
there was
words,
delay
so
problems?
let me cut to the thing found in the wolf squirrel queen. Squeaky says you're bringing the goods. My game is rhymes, your game is some children's game. Working together we could find fortune and fame.
Nice.
All right, thank you. Now we gotta move on. You know you gotta answer that. Put some weights on them muscles
Okay.
and get them words out.
You wanna throw down, meet me at the Byron Bay. We gonna have a lovely day. You're the student, I'm the academic. Through the power of imagination, this rhymes.
Tick 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 boom. Are you still
cool.
there?
That's dope. Now
You
let's
still
keep
in
it
the
moving.
chat?
Okay, now it's over. Who's the dopest rapper? Who's the wackest cat?
I hope you're still there. I hope it hasn't completely dropped down. I think Squirrel Queen Squeaky is what did it for me.
to
Reminded me of Kronk and the squirrels in Emperor's New Groove. Good. I'm glad that was close.
We have gotten our winner. Congratulations.
round 2 is over. Next round coming. Let's check the scores.
Tiny Tater's taking the lead. Would you look at that?
You know the drill. It's the same thing as round 2.
Okay. This whole, like, wholesomeness thing is a lot of fun to write. The Mike Builder Memorial Tower is what I'm going for. I've got a minute and a bit to go. Tick tick boom, are you still with us? I hope you're still with us. So I'm going to
Got
go
about
a
a
little
minute
bit
left.
over time tonight, I think, to get this one done, but that's fine. And then we'll see who has won either a game or pie. I might do the person who comes first in both get something, depending on what the time is. What the time is? Who it is.
You know you can use rhyme for me to have us fill in your line.
Yes, we know you can use rhyme for us. Shush. Rapper Humble with us. Do you mind telling us who you are in the chat, Rapper Humble? You don't
No,
have to.
we ain't
That's
got
kind
all
of cool
day.
if you don't. But I'm just curious. Tick tick boom, you're there. Awesome sauce. Right, so good this time around. I'm sure they're awesome. Oh no, Dan Noodle, history of glitching out. Yes, we're all in with 3 seconds to spare.
Okay, we
That's
got
awesome.
the card
Dan
for the
Noodle
final
versus
round.
Tiny Taters.
Woo, I am so excited.
All right, you
Bill.
look like you ready. Come on,
Good to
let's get it.
see.
Let's hear it.
My verse is legend, yours is offline. So you do not look so fine, so better get my line as if you can't be trusted to carry your fun. As you lose this fun, so better go home and pun.
Yes, go on, pun. I appreciate that.
That was kind of cool. I know you can do
You did
better
not
than
rhyme
that,
just
though.
so you can maintain the
It's time for you
wholesome.
to come back. Show them your strength.
It's like this. I'm through being wonderful. These rhymes I'm throwing, they're great but I'm humble. Like money's on my mind. Yours is on trains. Like from the Super Jesus, I'm always happy when it rains.
I think you'll find that was garbage, Rhinoceros. And I mean, the
Ding,
song.
ding, the bell
rather
has
than the,
rang. Vote to see
Your
who's
raps
the
were good,
dopest
but
MC.
the song Only Happy When It Rains was garbage, wasn't it? Or the Cardigans? Oof, garbage.
Did you forget?
Thank you, Quexelworms. Of course, apologies, Humble. There we go. I've caught up. I apologize, Humble. I can put things
Now
together.
it's
You
time
have
for
shamed
our
your family
next
and further
matchup.
ancestors.
Where
It's
my
two
MC's
Quexelworms.
at?
Okay. Here we go, Alex the Twash.
I'm cooking up bars that'll make you tired. Your bars are like espresso, they get me wired.
Did you
I'm
hear
sweet
that?
as honey. You're sour as rice. Cause rice ain't sour. It tastes real nice.
All right, peace.
That's alright, it's just a round of a fun game, and I thought your
Ooh,
raps
you
were good.
gotta
I voted
respond
for
to
you.
that.
Apologist, Humble 7979.
I'm fresh and new, you're as old as artifacts. But that's fine too, just spitting artifacts. Frankly, I'm disgusted by the sight of your nose. But you're a pleasant sight, just you know.
Aww.
Well,
I don't think there are
time to
lyrics from
wait.
actual
Let's
songs
keep it
there.
moving. Okay, y'all, now the
alt.
battle is over. You gotta
But
use your
the saying,
devices to vote.
it's I'm only happy when it rains is a garbage song, but a certain rhinoceros might have referred to it as a Super Jesus song, because sometimes people get things wrong, and that's okay too.
You gotta get them votes in.
I feel like that's going to be an even split. Oh, only just Alex the Twash. Only just.
Okay, good job, good job. We got your winner.
Yeah.
Hey, man, come on, watch where you step. I need my next two MCs to step up here. You ready to go?
Tick Tick Boom versus Lit Bodies. Here we go.
You want my autograph? Cause you look glittery. You make me so jittery. Who do you think you are, Rainbow?
Burning the hot fire,
Making me
scorching hot.
smile, smile, smile.
Look at that. I don't want to rhyme, Rainbow. I just want to
All
be
right,
nice.
that's cool. You got an answer for that? Come on now, you gotta come strong with it.
You're boring me like a worn-out golden girl. Spending time with Betty is a whirl. I got you a hat that says world's worst heart. Set it on fire cause you are.
Aww.
Give it up for that.
Everyone's
major
running with it, and I
war.
couldn't be happier.
Yo, check it out. Now it's time to use your devices to vote on who brought it stronger.
Do I go for the Golden Girls reference or sacrificing the rhyme for the
Let's get those votes in expeditiously.
delightfulness? I'm gonna go with sacrificing the rhyme for delightfulness. Tick Tick Boom, you should know it was a very, very close call for me. Didn't matter.
You voted, and this is
I
what
did take
happened.
away your 100%
Congratulations.
vote, so I apologize.
This is the final and the finale. Who's gonna be still standing?
Here we go. Tiny Taters versus Dan Dan Noodle.
Your words are a mess like you wrote with creme fraiche. Messy but tasty. Let's cook together some sesh. I'll keep this short like your heart. Rate when you see victory in part.
Yes, absolutely. You are hot fire. You know what you're doing.
Did you hear what they just said? You gonna let them get away with that?
You want respect. You give me hero. I respect you and I care for you, oh. You don't talk the talk. All I hear is conversation. Enjoying talking to you in this kindness nation.
All right. We heard that. Let's keep it moving. All right, y'all, it's voting time. Let's make it happen.
That's where I gotta go with. It was close. It's been emotional.
Voting time, right now.
That's not a touch screen. Great one.
Everybody voted, and we got our winner. Congratulations, yo.
Okay, who's
Give
the top,
it up
top,
to
top?
the MCs. Now we gotta see who won.
I think it's Dan. Tick, tick, boom!
Check it out. This is Shadow Master MC. Hailing from the west side of Chicago, you already know what it is. We out of this piece. You know who it is, Shadow Master MC. And tonight we got a lot of different styles of MCs in here.
I'm afraid I've got to kill it.
DJ Rach, tell them how we get down.
Thanks,
up
Apologies Humble. I'm afraid I gotta kill it. I'm sorry. I gotta do the thing.
I'll take over, I guess.
No.
Here's how you do it. We'll ask you for a word or
because it's very, very much close on my bedtime. But thank you so much for joining us, Apologist Humble. 79. It's always great to see new faces. Let's make me big head mode. It's always great to see new people joining us and bringing the fire and having fun and playing this silly, silly game. So Alex the Trash and Tick Tick Boom. Do you guys live in Canberra? Would you like pie or games? Because I said pie, and now I have to have the option of pie. I believe there is a chat function. If you know me in the meat space, feel free to touch base with me through Facebook. Or if you know me in that space, rather, that's not the meat space. Gosh, it's been too long. The awesomeness was delightful. And I very much enjoyed that. As I said, I had visions in my brain of having like 2 full rooms and a bunch of people in the audience. Just resting with a good taste of victory. Okay, well, be happy in the knowledge that there is prizes are offered. No one's going to be forced to take them, obviously, but I do enjoy cooking. So Tick Tick Boom, once again, I don't know whom you might be. I can't immediately see a username that is screaming Tick Tick Boom at me. And that's when I refresh the thing and one of the users is Tick Tick Boom, because that's a thing that happens. What are we looking at? We're at 10:03, so I guess I've got a natter for about 2 minutes until we get to 10:05, because I feel compelled to stop my streams at either 5 past or 10 past. You don't when there is more pie, which will likely be next weekend, I probably won't stream it because it takes a lot more time to do pie rather than just making pie. Next time I make pie, I will bring you pie. This pie is already... Stop trying to make me stay on stream longer, Quack Sawbones. Yes. Thank you all for joining again. Do follow. I will be endeavouring to do this kind of thing, this kind of competition thing, this kind of tournament thing on the first Sunday of every month. So June, I'll hopefully have a bit more lead time, share it with a few more groups. Feel free to share it with your groups. If you, again, are a Facebook friend of mine and you see it pop up, I'll set all the announcements for the tournament ones to public, not just limited to my friends. Maybe I should set all of my Twitch announcements for public. That seems like a thing to do. Be nice to yourselves. Be nice to other people. If all you did to do today was roll over in bed with your phone there and watch the stream, And that's amazing. Describe the hugs. Stop trying to keep me online. Quack Sawbones. You cheeky. You're all awesome. See you, bye.